Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Jenny. We're in my kitchen and it's been a long time since we've done a meal segment. Yeah, we usually do way more than we've done, and we usually do them in the winter, but I guess this year we were a little busy and short of some of this. But things are getting better, and well, it's time for a quick pick meal deal, as well as showing you how to prepare it. And you want to know, so like and share the video on your way in, because there's people out there that are having problems thinking of what I can make tonight that's super cheap, and then they go and make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Don't have to do that, guys, and I know, because that's what I do. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jenny, and this is not, well, your usual couponing channel. This is, hi, you're at my house, and let's have some fun and talk about saving money and some tips and blessings and sometimes what's going on in the world. Okay? But always good things and always awesome information. And field trips. So if you like saving money and all those other things that I just mentioned, along with hanging out with some really, really good folks, look below and subscribe. That way you won't miss any of our types of videos that we have. Because, well, there's all kinds. Just like there's all kinds of you, and your needs are different. To that end, well, we're going to talk about a few different ways to do this food deal. And while you're here, I'm going to ask you, please leave me a 3-word comment. And the comment I'd like for you to leave is, would you like to see more food preparation videos from Dollar General? Things that you can quickly put together, things to help you save some money, even if it's just on a stock up. And you always hear me talk about emergency food. Well, I'm using some of my emergency food items, okay? Because, we have to use some of them up. So this would be an emergency food item. This is $1. So when you go to the store, you can always pick this up and just throw it in your cupboard. Okay, it's rice. If you want to make sure that it is mouse-proof and stays fresh, get big jars. Just stick them in the big jars. Stay fresh forever. Okay. If you're new here, you're just stopping by. Well, normally we do couponing deals and a lot of other things. And this is one of those a lot of other things. And if you like couponing deals and hanging out with some good folks and just having a good time and getting a blessing, well, look below and subscribe. I'll help you save money on things that other folks don't. And you want to know. So before we proceed, for the new folks here, if you let the video play all the way to the end and let any of those ads play through too, even if you have to turn the sound down and walk away, please and thank you. Now this is one of those steps that's so important for each and every video, not just for me, but for any of the creators that you visit. So please, show their videos some love. Mine as well. And that way we can keep giving you content. Alright guys, I tried to change that spill up a little bit. I know you get tired of it. I know I do. So let's talk about dinner tonight. I had a DG emergency, more or less. I discovered this morning that I didn't have enough cat litter, so I knew that after I got off work, I was going to have to go by Dollar General. Well, I also needed some dinner as well. And I would have stopped at a burger place or something of that nature, but I knew I was going by Dollar General, so I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to cook tonight. It's just me. That's why cooking is a big deal. If you're by yourself, you know what I'm talking about. If you're cooking for 2, well, this will work for 2 as well. If you're cooking for 4, then we double up on this stuff right here. So let's talk about this meal right here. Now, these bags of chicken are $2.50. 2 of these is $5, and that's going to be plenty for 4 people. I just picked up 1, and this is going to be more than enough for me. with what I have planned. Now, as I said, the yellow rice, I did purchase that tonight. It was $1. But normally, I would have some of this in my emergency stockpile. And you should too. Like I said, it's $1 purchase every time you go to the store. And you can live on this. Rice-A-Roni or a North Side if you want to. And you can do whichever one you would want. But this is just $1. So this is what we went with. Now, this is $3.50 right here. This will be enough for 2, maybe even 3 people. Because this will make... how much rice? It makes 2.5 servings per container. So, adding the veggies to this and the chicken, this would serve 3 people. Now, the veggies that I'm adding is some bell pepper and onions that were in my refrigerator already that needed to be used. And, of course, you could add whatever veggies that you would like, that you might have on hand. If you got some julienne carrots, some frozen veggies, even some mixed vegetables. You could throw in a handful of mixed vegetables in your rice. But I'm going to steam my rice. And I'm steaming it in my Dollar General ceramic pot that I bought 2 or 3 years ago. And I bought it on a clearance event. And I paid like $2 and change for it. This makes an excellent microwave dish. But we're going to put our rice in this. And we're going to put it in the microwave for 11 minutes to allow it to steam. Alright, while that's microwaving, we're going to saute our onions and peppers. And then we're going to put our chicken in. Now, this is going to be more of a southwestern meal. I intended on getting some El Paso stuff while I was in the store, but they were pretty much wiped out. Alright, while that's microwaving, we're going to saute our onions and peppers, and it's going to be a little noisy while we talk. I use my little convection thing because it's real accurate on the temperature and easier to control than the stove. So we're going to saute our onions and peppers until they're tender. And like I said, this is more of a southwestern theme stir fry with this because I actually bought the southwestern chicken. Now you could get the oven roasted or just the flame or the rotisserie if you wanted to do something a little bit different and go oriental with this. Simply by changing your veggies. Like I've got some carrots in my refrigerator that need to be used up. You could chop up those carrots with some onions. You could have the peppers or not have the peppers. Saute those vegetables. Drain a can of pineapple. Throw that can of pineapple in there along with your chicken. Okay? Pineapple chicken or Hawaiian chicken and rice. Okay? You could even crumble a little bacon on there if you wanted to get extravagant. But yeah, this is all about El Cheapo meals. And like I said, this pepper and onion was all but going to be thrown away. So we're using it. And most of us do have something similar to this in our refrigerator. If not, we've got dried onion in our cabinet. And if you're a traveler, you might have some dried bell pepper as well. So we're going to saute this and we'll be back in just a minute. To make things a little bit different or to spice things up, look in your cupboard to see what you've got. If you're wanting something Mexican or spicy, if you've got some Tajin, is what they call it, I think. I'm not really sure, but they had this in the little tiny containers at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. But this is like cayenne pepper with lime. You can sprinkle this on your chicken before, while we're cooking it in here. And that's going to give you a little bit of a kick, okay, to go with your Southwestern themed meal. Now, if you don't have anything like this, just a little bit of cayenne pepper, maybe some cumin, or some chili powder, just a little bit. Now look at this. This is more than enough chicken for 2 to 3 people once we mix it with our rice. Okay? More than enough. It's going to make an awesome meal. And we're going to take this meal one more step beyond, because like I said, it's Southwest themed, which is, you know, Tex-Mex, more or less. Now, you could do this with the fajita meat, too, with the beef if you wanted to. Remember, we talk about these things we have in our cupboard? Well, guess what, guys? This is some of that, you know, buy 2, get 2 free stuff right here. And I know you got some in your cupboard. And this will go excellent over the top of this rice dish to bring it up a notch if you would want it to go that way. Cheesy rice and chicken. Okay? Oh, yeah. Or if you've got some Tostito chips, you can put those on the side. Okay, our rice is done. So we're going to fluff it up and give it a few more minutes to steam up before we put it in the skillet. Now you'll let that sit and steam for about 5 minutes until the rice is fluffed and tender. And as I said, if you're doing this for a family of 4, just double up on these ingredients. Okay, which would be $5 for the chicken, $2 for the rice, and whatever else you've got in your kitchen. Okay, you got some of that queso, veggies. If you want to extend this a little bit more, you could do corn as a side vegetable. You could actually fry it in butter until it's actually brown. And you can either mix it with your rice or serve it separately on the side. Like I said, you cook it with butter. Another vegetable that would go well with this is cauliflower. Steam you some cauliflower and use your queso cheese to go over your cauliflower. Goes on the side. So, excellent, excellent meals using ingredients from the Dollar General. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes when my rice is done fluffing and we, well, finish our dish. Okay, the rice was ready. We threw it in with our chicken and veggie mixture. And like I said, at this point, if you've got canned corn, you can drain some, frozen corn, mixed vegetables, whatever you want to add to this, feel free to add to it. But this is where I'm going to end this. And if they had had any tortillas, I would have bought tortillas and this would have been eaten in a tortilla with some cheese. But since they didn't have the tortillas, we're just going to eat this like this. I'm going to save my cheese for later for something else. There you go. And this is more than enough for me to have 2 meals, very large meals. And if you were feeding 3, you could actually fed 3 on this, I do believe, with some tortillas and maybe some side of beans or something of like that. Even a can of pinto beans would have worked good with this. So, lessons, I see you again real soon because we got more deals to talk about. We're going to talk different ways to do that for sale deal because there's more different ways. I found a new one today and you know you want to know. I'll see you there. Lessons.